A very, very good evening, everybody, and welcome to the penultimate race of Season 3. We're here for race 13, and we're at home. We're in Silverstone. Love a bit of Silverstone and a full grid tonight as well. How about that? Before we get cracking with commentary, let's introduce my co-commentator, as always, Mr. Funny Oz Chimp.
Yeah. Cheers, Edge. Pleasure to be here. Two historic races today. Monaco in Formula 1 and Silverstone in Hedge Racing. So, looking forward to it.
I am as well, mate, and a full grid. Nice to get back to a full grid. The attendance this season, I'm at school, the attendance this season has genuinely been superb. I don't think we've had less than 17 at all this season. And to get a full grid for Silverstone, hopefully we can get a full grid as well for the final night in Abu Dhabi next week. It'll be the last race on F1 2021, because obviously, F1 2020 should I say, because obviously the next season will be on F1 2021. So the penultimate race of the season tonight. Still a lot to play for. We know that the Drivers' Championship is wrapped up. It was wrapped up a couple of weeks ago, courtesy of Vipers Ken, but the Constructors' title not yet done. I believe that the Renault team of Vipers Ken and Jay Wills need a maximum of 18 points tonight as a team to be confirmed as champions. However, a frequent occurrence, Ryan Mills, the driver number 2 at Williams, not here tonight, so that 18 points maximum for Renault Kessel have dropped a little bit. So you'd expect tonight, wouldn't you, Renault? I think I'd probably say about 10 points they need tonight over the two of them, Jay Wills and Vipers Ken. I'd back it to be done tonight, Kez.
Yeah, the downfall of Williams' season, constructors-wise, really. Jay Lawler not had his teammate beside him, and obviously reserve drivers don't get constructors points, so that's been the downfall.
Well, it has cost them. You're spot on, and as you can see on board now, the Williams reserve driver tonight is none other than Jay Luke, a man that hasn't raced in this league since Season 1. But if he was around in Season 1, if he was a driver, if he was a viewer in Season 1, he'll know the pace that Jay Luke has got. He didn't race many races in Season 1, but he won pretty much every race. No, maybe not pretty much every race, but he was on the podium consistently in every single race. I think he's won 6 races previously in this league, and he'll be looking to make that 7 tonight. He's had a 2-season break from this league, but he's back as a reserve driver. He'll be involved in Season 4 as a reserve driver as well, Kez. And even though Jay Luke can't get constructor points, he's a pretty scary reserve driver to have.
Yeah, it is. I raced against him, not alongside him really in Season 1 because I was towards the back, but I think every race he was in, he pretty much did win, or he was top 2. Well,
there's proof in the pudding, because he's sitting at 125-1 on mediums.
On the mediums. Yeah, a few on the mediums up top. His teammate Jay Lawler and the little Juan going for the same strategy as last week, starting off on the mediums.
Well, speaking of last week, Kez, we had Stephen winning. Evening to Greg. Greg said, evening, is Jay Luke quicker than me? Greg, Greg, I will let you answer that question, mate.
Greg,
right.
I'd say that's a flip of a coin, Greg.
Is detriment to how good Jay Luke is, because I'm looking at it now. Jay Luke's won 5 races, not 6. It'll be his 6th he wins tonight. He won 5 races in the history of this league. Bearing in mind that he only raced in Season 1. He's not raced at all in Season 2. And this is his first race of Season 3. He's the 5th most... 1, 2, 3. He's the 4th most successful driver in this league in terms of race wins after Jay Lawler, Vipers Ken and Chris Panda. It's pretty scary, Kez.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
Vipers Ken
retires
from qualifying.
Now, that is in the pits, and he's told me he's starting from the back, Kes, so that is tactical. He wants to challenge himself. Although I've got a lot to play for in terms of constructors, he's won the... I forgot to tell you, actually, I should have told you. He told me he started last tonight because he wants to challenge himself. Maybe went for that driver of the day, who knows, but we know that he can do it. So... Yeah, he's not short of experience, put it that way. He's been superb this season. Like I said, to have the breathing space in the championship.
He's got the crown, so why not?
Well, he wasn't the quickest in Japan, Kes. Was it a P6 in quality in Japan last week, and he still ended up on the podium. So and he's not racing without assists. And I know that Jay Lawler's took a couple of it. I think Jay Lawler's took traction off tonight. It's going to be interesting tonight. A couple of these drivers try to take it to the next level, Kes. We've seen Stephen on the wheel this year. Stephen's been superb on the wheel. Got plenty of podiums. Got a race win in the bag last week. Stephen become the 13th different race winner? I think I said in the history of the league last week. He's set great pace, and I have no doubt that in Season 4 he'll improve further, Kes, because he's Stephen on the wheel. A couple of drivers like Vipers, like Jake, trying without no traction. It's good to see that these drivers are trying to, enhance their drive, and it's better for us as commentators as well, Kes, because we'll get a much stronger league going into Season 4.
Yeah, better drivers, and obviously Jay Luke will have some sort of assist off. I can't see him being on
Yeah, I agree.
construction or things like that. But yeah, I'm sure we'll soon see more and more drivers move onto the wheel or change their assist about.
I agree. And if you look at this grid tonight, it's a pretty scary. If you look at where we were in season 1, and no disrespect to people that were in season 1 that aren't here anymore, I was one of them drivers, Kez one of them drivers, but if you look at the grid and some of the drivers that are on the show tonight, it's a pretty scary grid of drivers. We're missing some drivers tonight as well, people like Ryan Mills, etc. There's some very good drivers on this grid. You look at someone like Chris Panda, so experienced in F1, won many races in this league before. Obviously, Jay Law and Vipers Ken have dominated for 2 or 3 seasons now. Vipers Ken wasn't here in season 1, but he's dominated since he joined. You've got people like Bex Pro, JB Bowie, the little one, Kez, who little one impressed both of us last week. He was superb on his debut, a P4 on his debut. He's now a permanent driver in the Alpha Tower. He's replaced Piero for the rest of the season. Who's a reserve tonight? Jay Luke's a reserve tonight. Chris Panda is a reserve tonight, and I'm sure there's one more. Yeah, it's Jay Silver is a reserve tonight. So of course, reserve drivers, a reminder, can score drivers' points, but they can't score constructors' points. Because we'll go through the standings in a moment, but it's tough to call it. But who have you got your eye on for tonight's race?
I'd have to say Jay Luke, personally. Just to see, because obviously he spent a bit of time out of Hedge Racing, and obviously with Hedge Racing, the standard going up, I'd like to see where Jay Luke is in terms of that standard. Obviously, on provisional pole currently.
Yeah.
I'd like to see where
he finishes.
Where he goes. It's nothing to take away from the drivers, but the standard of Hedge Racing, the last time Jay Luke raced, has gone up.
I completely agree. I mean, yeah, you're spot on in what you're saying. I don't know if Jay Luke races in any of the leagues. I would imagine that he does. But I can't say for certain if he does because I don't know. But I think that's a very good point that you've made there. We see how good Jay Luke was in Season 1. Things have changed since Season 1. I mean, his quality pace so far would suggest that he's still got pace. He's a 125.1 on the mediums. He's still the fastest time. But big shout-outs to Whitey and Jay Smithy, 2 drivers we're not mentioned tonight. McLaren, bottom of constructors, but Jay Smithy at the moment, Kez, on the second row. That's a superb effort from Jay Smithy, Kez. Of course, 8 minutes to go, but he's put himself right in the mix with some superb drivers, Kez, there.
Yeah, it's excellent. I think we've had Jay Smith in the party a few times, and he's always practicing during the week. I know he's always on them time trials, so it's good to see that he's putting the work in. And,
well, the improvement's there from everyone. Yeah, the improvement is there from everyone. You look at the moment, Kez, you've got someone like, I know Bowie's time's on mediums, but you've got JB Bowie, Bex Pro, and Calma not even in the top 10 in qualifying. And they're not slow drivers by any means. I know Bex Pro and Bowie very, very well from Cone, and they are not slow drivers. They're not seem to be in the top 10 in qualifying at the moment. Of course, things can change. It goes to show how good this league is. And that's not me just saying that because I'm the host of the league. I could easily say that about anything, but I obviously been here since Season 1, and the level has increased massively, and Season 4 will be the biggest and the best yet. I have absolutely no doubt. So let's run through the race results from last week in Japan. It was a win for Steven, his first ever win in this league. He become the 13th different driver to win a race in this league. Very quickly, Kez, Jay Lawler goes pole, 124.4. That's a massive increase on the rest of them, Kez, on the softs at the moment.
Yeah, the 2 Williams up at the top. Good luck there from Jay Lawler. I believe, did he say he's in the party now?
Yeah, he's got no traction tonight. No traction.
Is that just for quality? Did he say?
I think he was going to try it in quality and see how he got on, and then potentially use it in the race. But at the moment, Kez, it's clearly working because he's 6 tenths clear of anybody else.
Oh yeah.
Chris Panda, Kez. Chris Panda's put himself 4th. Is that just now? No, it can't be just now. But he's 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, Panda. Panda's in there as well. I think my screen was glitching. Yeah, it was. Chris Panda in 4th at the moment. So the race results from last week, Stephen, as I mentioned, won the race. He was joined on the podium by Hobbs here, a much needed podium for Hobbs. He started on pole, only finished second in the end. Vipers Ken brought home a P3. I think he was 6th or 7th at the start. He brought home a P3. I need to invite Stephen back very quickly because it looks like he's lagged out. So bear with me 1 second, and I'll crack on with race results from last week. Kev, can you check the stream very quickly, make sure that we're good to go? Yes. As Jay Silver gets his qualifying for session from blocking the pit lane, so his qualifying is over. He will start right at the back. Greg putting his support in the chat. Greg, I don't know Forest Green's score, mate, But I hope for your sake that Forest Green won tonight. Greg's a massive Forest Green fan. They're in the playoffs. I don't know if they won. Greg, let me know, mate. There was 4-4 last time I checked. Great game. Hopefully, Greg, for your sake, they won, mate. It was the reserve drivers last week, actually, Kez, that really impressed. Little One was 4th. James E. Snipes was 5th. Kerber, who's not here tonight, was 6th, Kez. 3 reserve drivers, Kez, all fighting for seats for Season 4, and they all got in the top 6 in Japan.
Yeah, fighting for that Season 4, like you say, Hedge. I think we have to give a special shout out to all the reserve drivers, because we were saying at the start about a full grid and the attendance has been great. Without the reserve drivers, you don't get full grid. Like again tonight, no reserve drivers. It's not full grid.
I love it. I completely agree. Thank you to Jason Milver, to J. Luke, and to Snipes. James E. Snipes is another one, and Chris Panda, 4 of you tonight. So thank you to you boys once again. You are a big part of the league. You may not be, first choice drivers in terms of the top 20, but you're here when you can be, and like Kev said, you make the full grid what it is. Hobbsy in the pits, and I'd probably suggest qualifying over unless he gets out very quickly. Chris Panda, he's on a lap. Is he going to try and get higher than P5? Chris Panda's got a 125.3 at the moment. We know the pace that Chris Panda can set. Will he break into that top 3? It's quite close, to be fair, from Hobbsy downwards. Hobbsy 125.1. Chris Panda is 5th at the moment. He crosses the line and goes third, Kez, and that's the Chris Panda we know and love, but he's so unlucky there, Kez. Look at the time between J. Luke and Chris Panda. Oh, love it.
3/1000th of a second. But again, that shows the pace of J. Luke. J. Luke was on a fast lap, but was invalidated.
Yes, he was in the pits.
J. Luke set that time on the mediums.
Who's the next person to cross the line? Was it Lewis Wyatt? He's on an out lap, he's invalidated. It was going to be the racing point of JB Bowie, not set lap on the soft shell. No, he wasn't off that. I think that was on medium, wasn't it? Complete the top 10, by the way, for Japan. It was Kerber in 6th, Alfie 7th, Mazel's not here tonight in 8th, J. Mills in 9th, and AFL in 10th. Mr. P8 AFL got a 10th last week, because that's a bit unusual for him. The standings at the moment, we'll run through them very, very quickly. Vipers Ken, he's done and dusted, 261 points at the top. Miles ahead of everyone else, isn't he? He's done and dusted, but of course got the Constructors' Championship, can him, and Jay Wills see it out tonight. Bowie goes 7th, another impressive qualifying from JB Bowie, both racing points in the top 7, but Bowie's pace, Kes, has been great in qualifying so far, but he's had a bit of bad luck in the races, hasn't he?
Yeah, is it 3 weeks he's been racing now, I think, as a permanent driver?
He did. And yes, I think was it Azerbaijan was his first, Kes, he had bad luck there as well, didn't he? Oh, Italy! It was Italy when he had a collision with Connor, didn't he? I remember now. So Italy, Azerbaijan, he's had some bad ones, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a lot of bad luck, but he has shown that pace. It's just, I don't know. It's a bit of a Bottas, really. It's not much. He's not really done much wrong.
No.
Baby Bowie, you can't look back and say
he slipped up or I agree. Yeah, it's bad luck. Like Bottas today, Kes, and I knew that was going to happen. Bottas today, you could see it. It is Bottas all over. Improvements from Brewer and Smithy. Brewer and Smithy, look at that, separated by 0.003. Brewer 125.125. Smithy a 125.128. It is so close. Is that an Alpha Tower? It's going to cross the line. Is it Cam? He's invalidated, but he can get a lap in. There's a McLaren of Lewis Wyatt on a lap. He's also invalidated, so he's going to struggle to get higher than 18th. Lewis Wyatt struggling again, isn't he? Is it a Ferrari then? No, it can't be a Ferrari. Oh, it could be AFL. It is AFL. It's on an out lap at the moment. Red Bull of Ben on an out lap. Most drivers on an out lap, getting ready for that last push, if you like. Was that Cal off the track? I know it was James E. Snipes off the track. It looks like his qualifying could be over. Jay Bulls is 4 attempts. So 4 attempts, to be fair, could put him potentially maybe 7th. Let's have a look. Jay Bulls crosses the line and goes 4th. And we said Renault need to get some points, Kes, for constructors. Jay Wills has put himself right in the mix. Yeah. What a golly! This golly's great.
Taking that number 1 seat off the champion.
He's doing his bit. He's doing his bit.
And then pointing.
Right, quick look at the standings. Vipers Ken top, of course. This is interesting, Kes. Jay Lawler second on 150. Hobbsy third on 147. 3 points separating Jake and Hobbsy with 2 races to go in the battle for P2. I don't know why I said it like that. P2, I don't know what that was. P2. Stephen was 4th on 110. Good race result for Stephen last week. Not out of the question for a top 3 yet, but you think 37 points behind with his 2 races to go is probably going to be a little bit too much for Stephen. But P4 even is definitely up for grabs. Alfie and Brewer are pretty much neck and neck. Brewer on 96, Alfie on 87. Still a bit of a battle between the teammates. So who's going to get P5? Ryan Mills not here tonight on 63 points. Whitey, Freefall and Mazzles complete the top 10. And of course, the likes of Snipes on 14 points. You've got Ethan, who's little one, on 13. Not raced many times themselves, but have certainly impressed. Jay Smith in the top 7, Kez. He's only scored 16 points this season. McLaren rock bottom. McLaren have scored 28 points all season. It's tonight a night where they can get some points. They're 19 points behind Mercedes, Kez. Can they catch Mercedes or treat McLaren a rock bottom this season?
I don't know, because Mercedes were the reserve driver. So, only one person scoring points for them. Lewis Wyatt's not put a time in, so he's really not helping Jay Smithy out. He's got a great result, by the way, in 7th.
He has got a good result. 7th so far. One of the drivers that were looking to beat him is the Scotsman of free falls on a lap, not set a lap. This is free falls first and last opportunity to set a lap. He will not be happy seeing Mercedes down in 9th, but he set good pace this season. Free fall, but a bit unlucky. Where will he put himself? Crosses the line, and it's a top 10 just for free fall. It's so close though. A 125.3 from free fall. Is that Williams on a lap? Is that Jay Lawler? It is looking to improve. He's 3 temps up. He's going to go even quicker here, Jay Lawler. Can he get into the 123s? He can get into the 123s. Look at that, Kez. He's over a second quicker than anybody else, and that no traction is working a treat. Who's that in the wall? Is that Hobbsy? He's off the track. He's not in the wall. He's off the track. It's a McLaren of Lewis Wyatt who's next. He's not going to settle up. It's an Alpha Tauri. Is that little one? It is little one. He goes 8th. There's a Ferrari next of AFL. AFL down in 17th at the moment. Can he improve a little bit? He's going to improve, I think, AFL here. He is 13th AFL. Is that a Red Bull next? I think that may be Stephen. It is going to be Stephen. However, it's not showing me. Yeah, Stephen's done, I think. Yeah, he's took his foot off the pedal. There's a car behind him that's spinning, and that is JB Bowie. Bowie having a bit of a mishap. And a Mercedes of J Luke. Can J Luke beat his it's Panda! It's Chris Panda! Chris Panda crosses the line and he beats J Luke, Kez! Chris Panda on the front row!
Well, welcome back, Chris.
Get in there, Chrissy boy. Yes! Love that, Chris. And Kez, I tell you something, I said to you before tonight's race is going to be a great race. Look at the qualifying times. Incredible. Everyone from J Luke downwards in P3 to what's he on, J Luke? A 125 dead. To J&J Snipers in 16th have all set times in the 125 mark. That is incredible. 14 drivers from 3rd down to 16th have set times in the 125s. That is incredible.
That is impressive. Yeah.
And I tell you what, Kez, we don't normally rank qualifying in terms of best qualifying season, but that's going to be up there. Surely.
Yeah, I think it will be up there. Let's just hope the race is
as good as the qualifying. Well, J Luke has on the mediums. He'll start on the mediums. That could be one to watch for. But Chris Panda joins J Luke on the front row. Jay Lawler, to be fair, joins Jay Lawler on the front row. That's a great lap from Jake. Jay Bulls on the second row. A good qualifying for Jay Bulls there. Be hoping to build up that with some good points. He did win Britain, in Cone. So he's got the capability. Hobbsy, Brewer, Smithy, Little One, Whitey and Bowie complete the top 10 and a free choice of tyres, of course, who likes a free fall. Stephen and Bex Pro downwards, but a superb qualifying there ends with Jay Lawler on top. That does close the gap to Renault a little bit. I said Renault needed 18 points tonight. That's 2 points for Williams there, so it makes Renault's job a little bit more tricky, but an half decent result from Jay Wilson and a climb from Vipers Ken from last to a top 6, and I think that they'll have the job done. A quick look at the Constructors' Championship for you. Ken, so you check the live stream to make sure we're good? I think he's gone. Right. Renault in P1 on 292, Williams in second on 213, Alfa and Mayo in third on 183, Racing Point in fourth on 149, Red Bull in fifth on 114. So 5 teams have scored triple digits in terms of points. Haas are sixth at the moment on 81 points. Ferrari, seventh on 73 points. Alpha Tauri in eighth on 54. Mercedes ninth on 47, and McLaren right at the bottom on 28 points. That is your Constructors' Championship. If someone can let me know in the chat very, very quickly that we're sounding, looking okay, I would massively, massively appreciate it. Whew. Right. Let's get ready for the race. Of course, a bit of information on Britain. It's an 18-turn circuit. Greg, thank you for letting me know that the stream's good. Mate, got my popcorn ready. I think you need it tonight, mate. What a race it's going to be. Hopefully, some great drivers on show. 18 corners, Britain, of course. Some very, very famous areas. I don't think I need to go through the famous areas. I think you all know them. Of course, 2 DR section zone, of course. One in sector 1 before turn 3 on the run down to turn 6, sorry. And the other one, okay, mate, and there's one through Baggett's and Beckett's from turn 10 down to turn 14. That is down to turn 15 even. They're your 2 DR section zones. Because have you checked the stream? Make sure we're good. That'd be great.
Yeah, seems all good.
Perfect. Let's have a quick look at tyre compounds for you then. The top 10 bar, J. Luke on soft, we knew that already. Everyone from Free Fall down to Snipes are on mediums. Bex Pro on soft, Vipers Ken on mediums, Lewis Wyatt on soft, and J. Silver at the bottom of the grid on the medium tyres. I want to say you're not going to see hards round here. It's a soft, medium or medium soft. It's pretty simple strategy, Britain, to be fair. One stop strategy. You either do the soft medium or you do the medium soft. Softs tend to last about 13 laps maximum here, and that's literally maximum at a very, 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 very most. Bearing in mind the likes of Jake, Chris, etc. have used their softs in qualifying. So I'd probably say about 10, 11 laps on the softs, then switch over to the mediums for the last 15 laps. Your mediums obviously last about 16 laps, and you go over to the softs for a quick stint at the end, depending on damage, etc. Hopefully none of these drivers get damaged. I've been told it's a dry race, so unfortunately for us, no rain expected. Likely this, Kez, that's us done for the rain this season. I don't think we're going to get rain in Abu Dhabi next week, are we? I don't think so.
No, I very doubt it. Yeah.
I doubt it. It's certainly not known for rain, is Abu Dhabi.
Although if City can win the Champions League, Kez, then it
hey, they haven't won it yet, mate. Don't. I feel sick already. Don't. Don't, please. Well, let's see what happens next weekend. But let's see what happens tonight in Britain. We are here for race number 13. We are here in Britain with Jay Lawler on pole. Is everyone lined up? Who's at the back? Is it? It's James J. Snipes we're waiting for, isn't it? And is that a Ferrari? It's a Vipers Ken, actually, taking his time, Vipers Ken. 5 lights here, J. Lawler from Chris Panda. It's not the way we go, this happens every week. I think the lights are on now by look at J. Luke's dash, and we are away, and it's a good start from J. Lawler, but even better start by looks of it from Chris Panda. I thought Chris Panda may have had the run and J. Lawler at first. He doesn't. There's big contact between J. Luke and J. Wills, and J. Wills has dropped massively. I saw that into turn 1. J. Luke touching the front right wing of J. Wills, and J. Wills has got damage, I think. He's hitting to Smithy. There's a lot of contact, a lot of chaos as to be expected with 20 cars, Kez. Anything towards the midfield or the back that you picked up on?
No, didn't see any contact, but Vipers Ken is up 6. So
a
great start for him, although his teammate has dropped to 5.
Vipers
so
Ken.
A bit of a mix of Renaults there, but other than Jay Will's incident, a big clean start to the race.
Yeah, Jay Wills with a little bit of contact with J. Luke. Vipers Ken, wheel to wheel. It's changed actually my graphic. It's Alfie, it's wheel to wheel, apologies, with Bowie, but Bowie started 10th. He remains 10th. There's a yellow flag somewhere. I don't know where it is. Is that a Williams? It is. It's Jay Lawler, Kez, off the track completely. And you wonder, was there contact? He's not got damage, so I'm assuming maybe, I don't know, into the gravel. What I do know, Kez, is that he's gone from first? Was he first? He spun off the track, Jay Lawler, and Jay Lawler's out of the second, Kez. Oh my God. Cold tyres. A VSC is out. We've lost Jay Lawler and Jay Silver on lap 1, but it's an absolute nightmare, Kez, in a season of nightmares for Jay Lawler. And what I will say is, if Renault score points now, they will be crowned champions, because of course J. Luke's a reserve for Williams. Williams can't get any points. But Kez, that sums up Jake's season.
Yeah, sums it up to a T. Not a lot of DNFs, but
I think that's a case. I think that's a case of cold tyres from spinning, which is normal after a collision lap. Well, I don't know what happened, but a crash like that is normal. You get cold tyres, of course, coming back onto the track, and it's hard to get them going. But also maybe a bit of the case if he's got no traction on as well. It's a bit of both. His pit stops for J. Wills, Kez. It's not a good start for J. Wills or J. Lawler. J. Lawler's out, and J. Wills is down to 16th. Cam and Stephen also in the pit, so it's J. Luke from Chris Panda from Brewer from Hobbsy, Kez. We mentioned that Hobbsy is it 2 points behind Jake in the championship going into tonight. Hobbsy will ruin his hands, Kez. This is a good chance to leap from. Is it 3 points? Sorry, yeah. So Hobbsy will be buzzing, Kez.
Whitish one on the track.
White's gone as well. Yeah, and Little One, Kez. We mentioned how good he was last week. He's up 3, Kez. And Little One's into the top 5 once again. He's looking pretty sharp. Vipers Ken, Kez, though, already into 8th. Rapid.
Yeah. 10 places up. Alfie 6 places up. Bex Pro 7 up.
Well, on board with Vipers Ken, who's just gone through Maggots and Becky's. He's now running down JB Bowie. JB Bowie's got a penalty. It has as Bex Pro, so a couple of drivers with Pens. Extremely dramatic start to this Grand Prix. We've lost Jay Silver, we've lost Jay Lawler, who's gone from pole to 20th in one lap. Not the start, not the race that he would have hoped for. Jay Luke's up 2. Chris Pander's staying where he is. Brewer's up 3. Some good starts, to be fair, but also some bad ones. J-Ball's down 12. Whitey down 6. Stephen down 6. Stephen won last week, Kez. He's down in 18th, so it's a real mixed bag. Good evening to Franco Pompey in the chat. Lewis Wyatt setting the fastest lap. Is that right?
Well, yeah, that is right, but thanks to that virtual safety car on the first lap, within the space of 10 seconds, I think we had about 7 different fast laps there. Jay Luke set it, obviously. And then Panda set it. Then that got overtook by Brewer. Brewer's got overtook by Hobbsy. Hobbsy's got overtook by Little One.
And Lewis White does it for McLaren boys. Bottom, Kez, but they got the fastest lap. Love that. And Jay Smithy, Kez, he's in 6th. He's doing well. Franco's just put in the chat, Smithy's 6th. Wonder how long that'll last. Leave him alone, but have a quick look here on Little One, who's having a bit of a look on the rating pot of Hobbsy in the battle for P4. Hobbsy's got a chance tonight to leapfrog Jay Lawler into 2nd with just 1 race to go, but Little One fancies this, Kez. Little One's up 3 so far. He'll want to get a move on Hobbsy, Kez, in the run down to Sector 3 here. He's a little bit slow through Maggots and Beckett's own. Smithy, Kez. Here comes Smithy on Little One. Out of nowhere. It's a great start from the McLaren and Jay Smithy. Both cars have got DRS, and for now, I think Smithy will have to wait behind Little One. But Jay Smithy, Kez, up there with the big boys. Love that. Love that.
Yeah, just a bit of a, I won't say a bad exit, but not quite on the same line as Little One, and just couldn't get the tug with the DRS.
I agree, didn't get it. I think Little One had it himself, so it made it a bit harder. Jay Luke, fastest lap of 1:28.7 now. That's on the mediums. He's 1.5 seconds on Chris Panda. Chris Panda only 2 tenths clear of the Alfa Romeo of AJ Brewer. Brewer had such a good start to the season. Dropped off a little bit, but he's still in that battle for a top 5 in the championship with the likes of Stephen and Alfie. And Brewer's going to get the DRS here, Kez, and get him probably. The wheel to wheel. And, it's going to be close. Brewer's got it. Yeah, Brewer's got the move. And Brewer into the top 2 even. Chris Panda's dropped one a bit. Little look at this, Kez, though. Is Chris coming back? Well, here comes Hobbsy on the inside of Chris Panda and just misses out, but we've got a real battle on here. And what it does, Kez, it makes Jay Luke's job even easier. He's in clear air and this lot of fighting.
Yeah, that's what you want. You can lose time when you're fighting, even though you may have the DRS zones.
Little One again, Kez. His exits, to be fair, not looking as sharp as what you'd have hoped. Little One, there's a couple of times we noticed in the last, was it Little One last lap who had the poor, it was Smithy, wasn't it, who had the poor exit last time? But here's Hobbsy on Chris Panda, Kez. Take us through it.
Well, Hobbsy coming down, he's trying to go at the inside, but problem there is Chris Panda had DRS on Brewer.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that DRS.
Oh, he's got a better exit on Kez. Hobbsy's got a better exit. Into the corner.
Late on the brakes.
He's still battling it out, and Hobbsy squeezes Chris, and it's a lovely little move from Hobbsy, and Chris Panda outside the podium position because the Little One's not too far behind him either. This is a great battle. Bex Pro gets the pen. I think that's Bex Pro 2nd already, but the battle for a podium here at the moment between Brewer, Hobbsy, Chris, Little One and Smithy is fantastic. There's 5 of them battling for P2.
Yeah, don't forget Vipers Ken.
Yeah, he's not far behind either, is he?
Just a second and a half, 11.
Well, he's got the RS here. They've all got the RS, haven't they, apart from Brewer?
Great racing from these 4, 5.
Well, they've all got the RS. Chris Panda locks up and loses another place, Kez, and Chris Panda's struggling here. He's now off. It's a Little One in his contact, and as Chris spun, he's on the grass. No, Chris! Oh, no! And Chris Panda's going to keep dropping, and with cold tyres, Kez. Luckily, Ghosting's on. He's down to 15th, Kez. Oh, Chris.
Yeah, that was just a driving incident for me. Little One left in the room. I just think Chris I don't think he quite turned in time just to avoid the contact from Little One.
It's a shame. I didn't want that to happen. I did not want that to happen. It's a shame. Massive shame.
It is a shame. Let's hope Brewer, Hobbsy, Little One and Smithy.
Well, here comes Hobbsy on the Alfa Romeo of Brewer, Kez. It's not going to get him here. but he will stay right on the rear end of him. Little one impressing again, up 4. Vipers Ken up 12, Kez. Here comes Hobbsy. Yeah, again. Chris last lap. Brewer comes back. No, and there's contact, and Hobbsy's been shunted off the track. It didn't look great, and Hobbsy's now going to drop places. We've seen Chris Panda drop. Hobbsy down to 9th with cold tyres, Kez. So a couple of little incidents there. Chris Panda on the last lap. Hobbsy now falls short.
Can I just, it's really annoying me. It's hot tyres, not cold.
Sorry, apologies. I'm in the heat of the moment. And don't you chip in, you're out of the race. You shut up, you should be in the pits. Anyway, here comes Little One, on to Smithy. He's not going to get him here either, is he? DRS. Wait, why has Little One not got DRS? He doesn't need it though, because he's getting so much pace. Oh, they're going to squeeze each other into the corner. Where's Bexpro? Is that on track? Bexpro's retired, Kez, here. On track, that could be a safety car, you know. Where is that? On board with Jay Wills. See if we can get an eye on that. Wait, is that? Yeah, it's on track. I don't know what's happened with Bexpro. Let's have a look. Hopefully his car not moving time. He's right into the wall. Yeah, he's gone. God knows what happened there, I don't know. But it's a green flag, and Bexpro joins Jay Silver and Jay Law. We've got a safety car now because Jake Smithy's gone. Smithy. Oh, yeah, he got into the wall completely. What is going on here, Kez? 4 DNFs, it was a VSC, not a safety car. I don't know. This is a madness. And Franco Pompey called it, didn't he? Franco Pompey called it.
Kez, look at the position changes here as JB Bauer just sent us the pit. I imagine a few will enter the pits here.
Yeah, Little One and Bowie.
Vipers Ken started on the mediums up 15. Alfie up 11. And we've got Lewis Wyatt in 8th. Going in at the pits, which is also up 10.
It's a mixed bag, but what I can say is that Little One, Bowie, Lewis and Chris Panda all into the pits. The VSC's ended and we've got a green flag again, but Jay Smithy, Bex Pro, Jay Silver and Jay Lawler all out. 4 DNFs in 7 laps. 2 VSCs, but no safety car. Jay Luke leads from Brewer, from Vipers, from Alfie, from Obsy, from Freefall, from AFL, from Whitey, and then the top 8, the Little One in the pits. Where's he going to come out, Little One? He's going to come out in 9th, to be fair. On fresh mediums, that's not bad, Little One, to be fair. He's probably quite smart pitting on the VSC, and if he can gain ground on the mediums, it's going to be a long stint on the mediums, 19 laps, but it's easily doable. And he could be one to watch this race. Penalties so far, Alfie, AFL, Bowie and Chris. I mean, you got a feel for Chris, haven't you? He was well up there, started P2. In fact, Kez, where did Jay Wolf start? 3 of the top 4 that started this race now, not even in the top 10. Oh, sorry, I apologise. Jay Wolf is 10th, but not doing very, very well. Jake's out, Chris is down to 13th, Jay Wolf is down to 10th. So the 3 of the top 4 minus Jay Luke are not really... I'll invite him back, mate. He's doing well, he's only 7th. Mm-hmm. He's going to drop massive. He's going to do a Jay Bulls and drop. Was it Jay Bulls last week in Japan that dropped? I think it was.
Yeah.
It's going to happen again.
Hopefully AFL can get in a bit quicker than Jay Wills.
Well, Hobbs, he started 5th and he's still 5th. He's the only driver, bar JMJ Snipers, that's not changed the position. White even, gets a pen. Yeah, we see it every week and it's happened again.
I was going to say, on that virtual safety car, no one got a penalty
no one did
for
it.
speeding in the pit lane. But then, when it's not a virtual safety car, you get our first and it's wide to...
Yeah, I mean...
19 drivers.
Britain's the longest pit lane in F1. Comfortably the longest pit lane in F1. It's 40 plus seconds, I believe, and you do not want to get a penalty speed in the pit lane in Britain. What I would say is maybe on other tracks, with your shorter pit lanes, you can probably come into the pits and get rid of it. I would not want to do that in Britain because you lose far too much time. It's just not worth it at all. So Whitey will have to seal, probably settle for that penalty and just try and ride it out. But it's not worth pitting to get rid of it. I wouldn't say that at all. There's another yellow flag there. It's a Red Bull of Stephen, last week's race winner, into the gravel, Kez. He's only just pitted for hards as well. It's looking like a nightmare for last week's race winner, Kez. And this is what I'm saying. How things can change, because he won a race last week. He's now down in effectively last with worn hards. I mean, you can see, look at the state of them hards now with all the gravel on them, and his race is practically over, Kez. And this is the difference. This is consistency, and there's not many drivers that consistently do it every week, and it's tough, Kez. Very, very tough to keep that level every single week.
This is where you've got to give props to sort of the drivers like Jay Luke,
Vipers,
season 1, Vipers Ken,
Jake for 2 seasons.
Yeah, Jay Lawler for the first 2 seasons looked consistently up there, even with the bad luck that can come with driving. So.
I agree. Completely agree. For DNF so far, I mean, Jay Luke's 5.6. That's quick stopped actually. Oh no, Viper's Ken's gone! No contact! I was on board and he just lost it. That's a no traction for you, Kez, no assists. That's how easy it is to lose it. No contact at all. It was the Mo Salah dive from Viper's Ken. The plus side is he's still 5th. However, free fall is right behind him. I'm not sure he's got DRS Viper's Ken. That makes no sense. It's Chris Panda. Is it Chris Panda or free fall? It's free fall. It's right behind him. There's another car. Is that an Alfa Romeo? Brewer's gone because I think as well. Yeah, Brewer's dropped off. No damage, but Brewer and Viper's Ken, both having issues. Now Viper's Ken lost it by. I didn't see Brewer, so I don't think you did either, did you?
I think that.
Viper's Ken just lost it himself, and that's a no traction for you. That's how easy it is, and if he can master it, it'll make you so much quicker and it's a much better drive. I don't know if Viper's Ken needs to get any better because he's superb, but take him to that next level. But that's how easy done it is. You know, one little slip, it doesn't even look like a slip, and you can lose the car. Viper's Ken there, he's lucky because if that was closer to a wall, if that's on a different track where the walls are a little bit close, Viper's Ken's probably gone out the race there. Luckily he saved it. He's still 5th. Yet to pit on the mediums, of course, and he'll try and hunt down Brewer again. But Brewer and Viper's Ken both dropping there, which means Hobbsy, after his little incident earlier on with Brewer, now back into the top 3. J Luke 7.3 seconds clear of Alfie. Alfie's got a pen, of course, as well. Let's have a quick look at pens, actually, Kez. Alfie 3 seconds, AFL 3 seconds, J Wills 3 seconds, Bowie 6, Panda 3, Whitey 5, Snipes and Stephen 3. So the penalty's starting to rack up a little bit. It's no Canada, Kez, where bit like penalty bingo on it, Canada. Not as bad as Canada, but the pens are starting to rack up, Kez. And the soft runners will probably pit very, very soon. But in fairness, there's only 2 of them that are due to pit on the softs, Hobbsy and Brewer.
Yeah, well, with the 2 safety cars, you had a few pitting there. But yeah, I can't see the soft runners having
much longer on them tyres. No, I wouldn't have thought so. Maybe 2 more, max. What's that Michael James? Oh, pitting. Yeah, he's in for medium probably. But out at the point, it's good race. I think last week's time because he was in the top 6 in Japan. But not his race tonight. And same with Steven, same with Jake, same with quite a few of these drivers. Bowie gets another penalty. Bowie's struggling tonight. He's in the top 10, but I think that's 9 seconds now for Bowie. He's under pressure from. Oh, he's not under pressure. Oh, AFL's still not in the lobby because he's dropping.
Yeah, he was in 8th as well. He'll be good.
He's lost out to J. Wills. He's going to lose out to Bowie as well. Yeah, he has. And Viper's Ken just jumped someone. Yeah, Hobbsy and Brewer, because we mentioned it. Both in the pits. And ooh, hang on a minute. I might get this wrong, but could Brewer hold Hobbsy here? Let's have a look. I think he might hold him, you know, here. A little bit. He's in now. No, probably not. I thought he may have held him, but they're right next to each other, aren't they? Racing Point and Alpha in the pits. So, not going to hold him. Little one on the mediums, Kez, into the top 5. He's going to make the mediums last, Kez, as well, to be fair. And the top 4 are going to have to pit again. So, Little one, not out of the question, Kez, for a podium. No penalties either.
No, great driving. Started on the mediums, obviously. But, yeah, if you can just hold on and, who knows, a late safety car, want the stuffs on and push for that podium.
Well, the gaps are quite big at the moment. J. Luke 12, he's 8.8 seconds. Alfie to Vipers. Ken's 8.7. Vipers to Freefall. Freefall going on the radar lobby. We're not really mentioning Freefall so far. He's well up there on the mediums. He's not pitted, of course, yet, but into 4th, doing his job, and he was right at the bottom, wasn't he, as well? Did he jump quite a bit? Yeah, he's up 7 Freefall, so 11th to 4th in 11 laps. Been a pretty dramatic start. We've lost 4 drivers. We've seen incidents for likes of Vipers, from Hobbsy, from Brewer, from Chris Panda. AFL's back in the lobby, and to be fair, he's still 9th. He's not lost too many places. Kes, who would you say at the moment is looking good to win this? I know that J. Luke's the obvious choice, being 9 seconds clear, but he's not pitted yet. Who are you going to keep an eye on for this last 14 laps or so?
I haven't ruled Hobbsy out, I don't think. To be honest, no penalties. Although most of the top 8 from J. Will, Bowie and Alfie don't have pens, but J. Luke would be the obvious choice.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my eye on Hobbsy, I think.
There you go. Well, he's not got a pen. He's on fresh mediums. I would agree with that. Bowie and Jay Hall's having a bit of a battle there. Of course, Renault, as it stands, would win the constructors a P3 and a P6 at the moment. Jay Hall's another one though. They'll be disappointed with his start. Of course, he started in fourth, and it's happened quite a lot this season for Jay Hall's. He started in that sort of top 3, top 4 area. I think he was top 2 even for the first couple of races. JB Bowie nearly loses it himself there. Had to start to save his car last minute. He's lost a lot of time there to Jay Hall's, but he nearly lost it. And a lot of drivers tonight losing it in silly areas where they don't need to lose it. I know that people aren't driving with no traction, but it's weird tonight because a lot of these drivers are acting like the track's wet when it's not. It's bizarre. Bowie his wheel sort of snapped. I know that Bowie's on the wheel himself. I think he races on G20. Is it G29? I think it is. I know he's a wheel driver himself. And another one that nearly lost it there. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. James E. Snipes, Kez. He's 16th even, but he's got the fastest lap of 1:27.9. But of course, that top 4 yet to go on the softs, and you'd bank one of them to probably get a better lap than that. Speaking of J. Luke, he's 9.7 clear. That gap seems to keep increasing, Kez.
Yeah, it's getting faster and faster. Showing his class here, J. Luke. It doesn't matter that he's had the time off, 2 seasons out. Said before, what's with Hedge Racing taking that step up, is J. Luke gonna stay that class above Hedge Racing? Really?
Yeah.
He seems to be proving us
wrong, doesn't he? Well, proving us right, even. Yeah. There's a Haas of James J. Snipes. He's off the track, and another one that had a really good result. Looking good for a permanent seat next season, but he's not his night. He's now been lapped by J. Luke, and he's just been lapped by Mr. P2 Alfie as well. So a bad night for Snipers, a bad night of course for Stephen as well, and Stephen will not be happy because 2 of his rivals for that sort of P5 spot in the championship are Alfie and Brewer, and they're both in the points comfortably. Alfie second, Brewer on the fresh mediums. He's in ninth, but he'll be looking to jump quite a bit, Brewer, when the likes of J. Bills, etc. pit. So both of Stephen's rivals in the championship at the moment having a good result. Stephen looking unlikely at the moment. He's going to get points, and them hards will go to the end, but they're not going to be the best tyre in the world, especially he's done 10 laps on them now. He's got to do another 13 laps. They can go to the end, no doubt about it, but they'll not be the quickest. Snipes' race is over, I think, Kez, yeah. Right tyres in the pits, and we've lost a quarter of the grid, Kez, in 14 laps.
Yeah, a few gaps starting to show here. It's not really
Any battles going on? The closest battle at the moment, I think, is Chris Panda in AFL. Whitey's getting close to Lewis Wyatt as well. Both these drivers at the moment outside of the points. How McLaren would kill for a point there. Their hope tonight, was Jake Smith. He looked really good in qualified and at the start of the race, but he's dropped off massively, and of course he DNF'd. Here comes Whitey against Lewis Wyatt, the Haas driver. It's a pretty routine move for Whitey. Got DRS, got the slipstream. Job done. Whitey into 13th place. Where was he about? Was it Chris Panda in AFL? It is Chris Panda in AFL. Of course, AFL had that couple of unfortunate lag situations tonight. He's still in the points at the moment, but Chris Panda on the fresher mediums, they'll look to get a job done, of course. Started second tonight, Chris Panda. Why is Codemasters need to sort of... Yeah, it's his car. It's not his fault. Yeah, he is out, but his car's come out of the pits and carried on. It'll pull over in a minute. He's pulled over now. But he wasn't ghosting. Did you notice that?
No.
It's pathetic, and it's one of the many bugs in this game that needs sorting for the next F1, because someone could have hit into him then and he would have been out the race. Not his fault, of course. He's retired in the pits, done nothing wrong, he's done the right thing, but the game's coded it that he's coming back out. It's daft. Speaking of...
the amount of FIFA we play, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but thank God EA are picking up this game next year.
Yeah, no comment. J. Luke Kez in the pits. Is Alfie doing another lap? He's doing another lap. This could be interesting. It's a bit of like a Verstappen and Hamilton here, but in fair, J. Luke was it 9 seconds on Alfie. You'd expect J. Luke to set some incredible times on these softs now and bring home the race win, but you've seen some incidents tonight. You've seen some things that are not probably expected. This race is not won yet, and Alfie and Vipers and Freefall all doing the extra laps on J. Luke for now to try and gain some time. Well, that'll be tough. If they're going to pit now, they need a good in-lap, because J. Luke will be rapid on them softs. So these three especially, well Freefall's probably out of the running for the top 3, but Alfie and Vipers need a good in-lap here if they're going to try and make some ground on J. Luke, but it's going to be tough because J. Luke will be flying on them softs straight away. You can see it now. He's already catching Freefall. It's looking very pretty on his Hedge Racing return for the standing Williams driver so far tonight. Jables down in 6th, Vipers Ken second at the moment. Renault doing their job, Kez. And as it stands, they will be crowned Constructors Champions tonight.
Yeah, Vipers Ken up there in P2, J-Bill's in P6. And really, it was sort of the icing on the cake for the Renault celebrations was that DNF by Jay Lawler early on.
It was indeed, because of course Jay Luke can't score points for Williams. What he can do is score drives points. He's going to get past free fall here. Free fall on the old mediums. Jay Luke on the fresh softs, absolutely flying. And Alfie and Vipers have got a job on here to stop this tonight, because even though they're ahead for now, they've got to both pit. There's not a chance going to come out ahead of him. It's a long pit lane, as already mentioned. The ball is well and truly in Jay Luke's court for a race win on his return to the league. Kes, what I will say is he gets one win tonight. He's going to jump quite a lot of drivers after one race. He'll get 25 points, probably, maybe a fastest lap as well. Not a bad start to his return.
Yeah,
thank God he's only reserve, eh?
Yeah, I mean, if he had a seat next
scary,
season, it would be very, very scary between him and Vipers Ken.
Cameron Hobbsy get a pen. Hobbsy will not want a pen. He's stuck behind his teammate at the moment, Hobbsy. Maybe a bit of team orders for Racing Point there, but he's got a penalty now. I mentioned that a few will get penalty sides, only 4 that haven't now. Vipers, J Luke, Freefall and Little One, the only drivers to yet to have a pen, sorry. Little One, Kes, by the way, is he still in the shot for a top 3 here? Maybe he's going to take his mediums to the end. There's a yellow flag at the back. Doesn't really seem like a serious. No, it's not serious. I think it may be Lewis Wyatt. Little One, Kes, going to take his mediums to the end of the race. 3 of the 4 drivers in front of him are yet to pit. And he's nowhere near, J-Balls is nowhere near him in terms of, J-Balls is 6.2 behind him. And he's not got a pen. Little One was superb in Japan, Kes. He missed out on a podium by a penalty removal. He's going to get a podium tonight, do you reckon? I think he may do, you know.
Yeah, I think he's got it in him. So,
Make him Alfie Vipers in the pits.
With a long pit lane and obviously going to the end, doesn't need to pit again.
Well, what Little One I want, Kes, is to get away, because obviously, although he'll be ahead of Alfie and Vipers, they'll be on fresh softs compared to Little One's older mediums. J does get fastest lap of 1:26.3. That'll be tough to beat.
Chris Panda with DRS on Mr. PA AFL there, and Chris Panda gets into the top 10.
Yeah, back into the points for Chris Panda, of course, not the night you would have hoped for. Bad, well, I think he just lost a bit of time, didn't he? It looked like there was a bit of a collision earlier on, but he lost a little bit of time as well, didn't he? Didn't seem to really get back into the race after that collision earlier on. Where is he now? He's 10th. This pits for Vipers and Freefall. Vipers going to come out in 8th. Right behind Brewer. That could get interesting. Freefall a little bit further back behind his teammate in 10th. But of course, on the fresh off, you back him to get into the points. Can Vipers Ken have a look on the Alfa Romeo of AJ Brewer? Of course, Brewer final pole mediums, Vipers Ken fresh softs. It should be a pretty routine move. Vipers Ken got all the DRS and the DRS in the world. It's not the easiest move to overtake. A little bit of a contact there. Wasn't the cleanest move from Vipers Ken, but he does get a job done in the end on Brewer. And he's into 7th. Where's Little One, Kes? There you go, Little One second, Kes. For now, no penalties. And of course, the soft runners of Alfie and Vipers will want to chase him down, but he's not in a bad position here, Kes, at all, is he? There's a Haas gone off as well there. Is it Whitey? Yeah, Whitey's got damage, Kes. Right end plates. That could be Whitey's race, doesn't it? It's going to be Whitey's race, so he's got no chance. No. So Whitey will not be getting in the points fast. And Kes, we know that Whitey's got quality. He won a race in Belgium, of course, this season, and that mad race in Belgium up there for race of the season. He's got quality, Kes, but he just seems to lack consistency over the course of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna compare it to real F1. I know they're miles apart. You know, we're on a game, but they've had winners who just won one single race. But that's the main word: consistency. You got to be consistent. It's all right winning, one race, but you've got to and bring that into the next week and show that you can win multiple.
I agree. If you can win a race, you're clearly talented enough. But Whitey, not had the season he would have hoped for, and that kind of tops it off for him tonight. Here comes Alfie looking to get into that top 3. Of course, he was second behind Brewer, behind J. Luke early on, and you'd expect Alfie to get the job done. Eventually, goes on the inside there, a little bit of contact, but Alfie does get the move when he's squeezed in there. Narrow gap, but gets the job done on the Racing Point of Bowie. You'd expect it, to be fair. Alfie on the fresh soft, Bowie on 10 lap old mediums. You'd expect him now, Kes, with 8 or so laps to go, to try and hunt down Little One. Safety car! Lewis Wyatt's gone. Where's that? That's turn. That's sector 1, right near the pit exit. I'm looking on the wrong car here. I've missed it now. That's my fault. Wait, where's the Renault of J Bulls? Is that J Bulls? No, it's Vipers, isn't it? Well, it wasn't Vipers. I bottled it, missed up. But he's gone, Kez, and this could. What I would say, Kez, it's great for J. Luke. It's great for Alfie. It's not so great for Little One because he's on older mediums.
He's going into the pits now.
He's going to drop in it. It's great for people like Vipers, Ken and Freefall. Hobbs in the pits as well, Kez. So Little One, not the only one pitting here. This could get really spicy, Kez, towards the end of this race now. But 6 DNFs is not something you'd expect in Britain. It's not really a DNF circuit because, I don't know, it's just not really, it's never really been a circuit where there's been loads of DNFs, Kez, but 6 tonight, that surprised me a little bit, that.
No, there's not a lot of like tight walls to the track or anything, it's quite an open track, so...
I agree.
To have 6 go out, that is strange.
In fairness to Little One, Kez, he's still come out in 4th on fresh softs and with no pens. So it's really not that bad at all. Stephen gets a penalty for collision with Cam, but you can see Kez, fresh softs all around now. This could be a really good end to the race now. And White's been disqualified, Kez. So he's gone as well now. Wait, has he gone?
Yeah, I think he thought.
He's pulling over. Wait,
he thought he could overtake
he's gone.
The safety car.
That's another one going. Another one bites the dust. White is out. What is going on tonight? 7 DNFs and Kez. We said, can McLaren do a job on Mercedes? Well, McLaren, no points tonight. You'd expect that. With 1 race to go, looking like they'll finish rock bottom now, Kez, bar an absolute miracle in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, with Freefall in 5th as well.
Good points.
Not penalties. Yeah, decent amount of points there, so...
And Kez, does this bring Stephen back into it, in terms of points? It's not like he's raced somewhere, he's got 14 seconds of penalties, even all that. No, it's not. What I would say is, Kez, for people like Vipers, Little One and Freefall with no penalties, they could be on for a superb battle. And that would be a great battle, by the way. Vipers, Little One and Freefall, all on fresh softs, no penalties. Alfie's got pressure on him here, Kez, because he's got a pen. And that pen could drop in quite a lot. 2 pens, Kez, 6 seconds. Why Alfie's got.
Ooh. Especially with the late safety car and the likes of Vipers Ken and Little One behind him who have shown good pace.
This is going to be a great end of the race.
I'm glad there's been a safety car, a late safety car, because, like we said, there was gaps showing, but all them gaps suddenly gone. And, see some proper racing for these last, 5 laps it's going to be, but,
Interesting.
I think it's a long track, isn't it? I think it's the 3rd longest
yes.
in F1.
I believe so, behind Belgium and... I don't know what this one is. I know Belgium's longer.
Azerbaijan?
Possibly, yeah. It's probably a good shout. It's a very long circuit. Expect the grid to form. I think we're waiting on Chris, AFL, Cam and Stephen, of course. Only 5 drivers have not got a pen. 4 drivers that have not got a pen, including our race leader, J. Luke, who is on them little bit older softs. That could... I mean, he's quick. We know he's quick. That could play into the hands of Vipers a little bit. J. Luke on 2-lap older softs. No, it's not a massive difference, but it does play a part, and it'll be something to keep an eye on, of course. Going to this last few laps, let's hope that each driver keeps a car's length and doesn't get any pens on this safety car and does it properly as it should be done in real life. We're waiting, of course. It looks like Cam and Stephen are the only 2 that haven't really formed up now. Chris Panda and AFL are arriving, Kez. And what I would say is, obviously coming to this race 3 points behind Jay Lawler. He's only 9th at the moment, but obviously got a real opportunity here, Kez, to leapfrog Jake and go into second head of the last race in Abu Dhabi next week.
Yeah, Jay Lawler on pole though, so he did pick up the 2 points. So just
true, 5 points then. Sure. Yeah. Who's fastest up on Jay Luke?
The penalties out. His teammate Bowie on 9.
A lot of pens, Kez, here.
Obviously with 3 seconds of his own. Safety car in this lap.
It is in this lap, and Stephen, the 13th driver, has called. We've had 7 DNFs, and who's to say that we've done there? 6 laps of racing to go, and all 13 cars have formed up, all on relatively fresh softs, and it's on board. We'll go on board with Vipers Ken, so we get a look at him, and we'll get a look of J. Luke and Alfie, the top 2, but the top 2, by no means done. J. Luke on the older softs out of everybody. Alfie's got 2 penalties, so Vipers Ken, Little One, Freefall got a chance. J. Luke's gone early here, very early. So got to be careful though, because safety car's not in yet. It's crossed the finish line now. He has gone early though, Kez, and that could be interesting. We're away again. J. Luke from Alfie, from Vipers, from Little One, from Freefall in that top 5. Who's the closest gap at the moment? Maybe J Rolls on Bowie. Yeah, J Rolls on Bowie, I'd say. Let's have a look. And I'm not expecting the penalties to be done here, Kez, either. I think we might get more pens yet.
Yeah. Hopefully, see a bit of contact as well.
This is close. Bowie, Jables and Brewer getting very close. Hobbsy not too far behind. There's been no changes on the reset yet, but Jables getting a better exit than Bowie. He's not going to get Bowie here, Jables, but he will close the gap. It's a big night this for Renault, of course, who can claim the Constructors' title with a decent result, but the gaps are so close. Panda gets a pen. That could come costly. Chris Panda in the points zone, but only just. Thank you to the 12 people that are in the stream watching the back end of this race. Another superb race, another superb support in the stream. Thank you so much. Who's close here? Little one.
Little one and Vipers Ken.
I'm going to say.
To wheel the last sort of two chicanes / hairpins.
Safety car again!
Safety car.
But no one's out! What? The game's had a mare. You can't bring a safety car when no one's out. That is ridiculous. Who's got damage? Someone must have damage. Is it AFL? Is it Cam? I can't tell. It may be. I think is it the left end plate of Cam? Maybe I can't. No, it's not Cam. Let's see who pits. Well, no one's pitting. So what? I'm confused. I don't know why that's been brought out.
You know
what I would say is,
do you remember that glitch that happened in Zandvoort?
Well, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong.
I think it's that.
It did cross my mind, but I hope you're wrong. What I would say is it should be a quick safety car because everyone's formed up. So hopefully this will be it. They'll come in this lap. We don't want this to be the case. We want to see some racing for the last few laps. We don't want to see it. I remember in Bahrain in real life last year when we ended on a safety car. We don't want to see that again. Well, no one's got damage. No one's off the track. So there's no reason for there to have been a safety car. Now, the one thing, where did Lewis White retire? Was it was sector 1, it's turn 1, wasn't it?
Just outside of it.
Now, the one thing that's filling me with confidence is the glitch last year in Holland happened in the same place. That wasn't the same place where it brought out. The safety car was not there. I don't think, unless I'm being thick, I don't think it was in turn 1. So, hopefully, maybe there was a little collision. It's a weird safety car. I would say is for people who've got pens like Alfie. It's not good because it keeps you formed up even longer, gives you less chance to pull away. And Little One Kess was right on the tail of Viper's Ken at that point as well. So Little One will be a bit annoyed there because he was having a look on Viper's Ken for that P3 spot.
Yeah, still on the fresher tyres though.
It's going to come in this lap. It needs to come in this lap, please. Please don't do another lap. We don't want to see it. It doesn't need to do another lap because everyone's here. I wonder if the incident involved Cam. I don't think Cam was last. Doesn't appear to have damage though. I really don't know. Please come in this lap. Please come in this lap. It's not going to come in this lap. We're doing another lap, are we? Dear me. We don't need to do another lap. This game needs to sort itself out. Why are we doing another lap when everyone's here? What is going on? Well, that's lap 23, so we've got 3 laps of racing at maximum here. Lap 24, 25 and 26 at maximum. Which is not, it's a shame because we've got 13 drivers here, all on fresh tyres. You want to see them fighting. This extra lap was just not needed at all. I mean, this safety car was not needed at all. But what can we do? There's nothing really we can do about it. So we wait another lap, Kez, and I mean, my money here, Kez, is probably on a Little One. I think he's got the pace. He's right behind Viper's Ken. If the safety car I think the safety car may have saved Viper's Ken there, Kez, from getting overtook by Little One. Easily.
Yeah, I think Little One would have. I think he would have had him.
Now here's a point. DRS might not come back out this race now because I think DRS takes 3 laps to come back out after a safety car. Is it 3 laps? Might be 2 laps. I think it's 3 laps though. So we may not see DRS for the rest of this race. Which will benefit others. It benefits some, may not benefit others. It's a shame for our point as commentators because you want to see DRS, you want to see fast racing, of course, and you want to see overtakes. And without DRS, it makes it a little bit more difficult to get overtakes, of course. So the safety car has done us over a little bit here. I can understand the first one because Lewis White crashed on the exit of turn 1 in the pit lane. I can completely understand why there was a safety car there, but that second one then was just a shambles. There was just no need for a safety car, and to do 2 laps as well, it's pathetic, and it slowed down what was a really fast-paced and entertaining race. But we feel absolutely okay. So we still don't know our race winner. We still don't know who's going to get a top 3. We still don't know who's going to get points because, of course, there's still 3 drivers here, Kez, that are not in the points at the moment. Oh! Little one and Viper's going to hit each other. Yeah, Viper's going to off the track. Viper's going off the track. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, Viper's race is over. Or maybe not over. That's an exaggeration completely, but how has Little One and Viper's Ken not got penalty? Viper's Ken got a pen, but Little One didn't. I have to watch it back, but that didn't look good. Has Little One got damage? No, he's not. Lucky boy. But that may be submitted later on. We'll have to see. But Viper's Ken, Kes, for now, outside the points. It is in this lap. And let's hope we don't see it again this race. Burt Maylander, stay in your pit lane, mate. Don't come back out. Stay in your pit lane. Right, here we go. A very dramatic race. A bad collision on the safety car there. But we are away from J. Luke, from Alfie, from Little One, from Freefall, from Bowie. Viper's Ken right at the back. He's got a job to do now to get points and get Renault this Constructors title. Here we go. And let's just hope there's no more yellow flags, no more safety cars. 3 laps of racing to go, and as it stands, J. Luke will win the race. Alfie will drop quite a bit here, potentially below everyone, depending on how close the gaps can get. It's already a gap form though, Kez, from Little One in 3rd to Freefall down in 4th. Who's off the track there? Brewer's off the track, Kez. Wing damage. Brewer's race is over.
It's another
and Viper's Ken has got a penalty. So Brewer's race is over, no points for Brewer. Vipers have got a penalty. It's not looking good. A lot of these drivers have slipped up tonight, Kez.
Yeah, but you see these penalties at the end because
a lot of people got penalties.
Yeah.
Well, Vipers needs to get points now. He's not even in the points at the moment. Penalties may change that, of course. Little One having a look on the Alfie, of course. And we may get a few penalty submissions. We've had quite a lot of collisions tonight. I won't be surprised if we get a few penalty submissions later on, of course. No DRS here, which will make Little One's job a little bit more difficult. Have to burn his ERS in hope of catching Alfie. As Freefall got past Bowie, or as Bowie got past Freefall. Bowie in Freefall, wheel to wheel here in the battle for P4. Who's going to break latest? It's Bowie, and Bowie, who's got pens, but gets the job done on Freefall, because Freefall will not like. He's not got pens. He's not got pens. Freefall. The problem is he's lost ground. Is the yellow flag again? It's a mistake, Chris Panda. Oh no!
So there's contact between him and Hobbs. It didn't look like it from the angle I was looking at. Maybe just.
Well, Brewer's in the pits. I think that's his race done. Chris Panda's probably got his race done. Viper's Ken's wheel to wheel of AFL. What a race! There goes Brewer, Kez. There's our 8th driver to be out the race, and we still know who's going to win this race. This is just getting more and more dramatic by the second as Bowie gets done by Little One.
Yeah. We needed a safety car, not 2, just the 1. We just needed
the 1.
Yeah,
I agree.
In terms of the gaps that we had, we did need the safety car. So it's nice to see a bit of close racing.
Yeah.
But we should have been seeing it for a bit longer.
Yeah, it's a shame. I said no DRS now either. We may get DRS in the last lap if we're lucky, but I don't think we will. It's a real shame, really, that DRS can't be turned back on, because it slows the pace down a little bit, doesn't it? It makes it less likely to get an overtake. Cam gets a pen now, of course. J. Luke, Little One, and Freefall, the only drivers without a pen. Vipers Ken may not even get a point. I'm not going to look at the pens. I'm going to leave it to the end, and it can surprise us. We're on to the last lap in a moment, of course, with J. Luke, who, in fairness, he deserves to win this race. He's been a league. You expected it from him. He's been in a league of his own tonight, and he's going to take on his last lap, and bar any mistakes, he's going to win the race. Little One, of course, for now, should get second, but did that incident with Vipers Ken, could that be a submission? We'll have to see, maybe a little bit later on, I'm not too sure, but there could be a few submissions now which could change the grid completely. Freefall, not got a pen. Could we get a podium from Freefall? He's wanted a podium interview all season, Kez. Is he going to get one tonight? Well, he's behind Alfie and Bowie. I don't think Alfie and Bowie have got one pen, I think they've got multiple. So Freefall could be on for his first, is it his first ever podium in Hedge Racing? I think it might be.
Yeah, I think it would be, yeah.
Well. A bit of a change is here. Stephen, Hobbsy and Vipers Ken getting very, very close. But as it stands, I think Renault have done enough to get the championship. No podiums for Renault tonight, but J Wills and Vipers in the points for now. That should be enough to crown Renault as champions, but we will see. Still half a lap or so to go. Chris Panda, he's out of the race completely. I'm not going to get a point. That's a shame for Chris. Gutted for him tonight. But Kev's been a few tonight, haven't they, really, that have dropped off since the start. Obviously, you know, Chris Panda, Jake, Hobbsy gets a pen now as well. AFL gets a pen. These pens, Kez, are going to cost them. Hobbsy not capitalising, Kez, on J Law's DNF to get second in the championship.
No, he's not. Still in 8th, 4 points. I think that would leave him one. Would that leave him 1 point behind?
Well, let's find out. J Luke rounds the final 2 corners. He's back in Edge Racing, and he's back with a win. J Luke wins the race. Little One gets second, a 4th and a 2nd. A superb start for Little One. But is it going to change now? Free fall on the podium, Kez. J Bulls brings home a 4th. It's a solid result for Renault. Vipers Ken does get an 8th in the end. No points for AFL. No points for Chris Panda. Renault are constructors champions in Hedge Racing. Congratulations to J Wills. Congratulations to Vipers Ken. Not the greatest race. Renault a P4 and a P8. Not probably what they wanted in terms of overall performance, but it's enough, Kez, to get them over the line, and they are this year's Constructors champions.
Yeah, fully deserved from them too. Let's more look at these. Well, it's constructors. You know, it's constructors. I don't think that's all Vipers can. I think Jay Wills has played his part in that at different races of this season.
Well, Kez, it's what I would say is it's a brand new podium. J Luke has raced for the first time in 2 seasons, and the other 2 have never got a podium in this league. I love that, by the way. That's fantastic. J Luke wins the race, of course. First race in 2 seasons, gets a podium. Little One and Chris, Little One, his second race, Kez. He's got a P4 and a P2. He's looking good, Little One. Very, very good. And free fall, 11th to 3rd. I'd say it's my driver of the day, Kez, to be fair. Free fall of him to 3rd there, no penalties. My driver of the day goes to free fall today.
Yeah, I can start to disagree with you, Kez. To be honest, 11th to 3rd.
No pens as well.
No pens.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's some great drives there. Little One 8th, 2nd, fantastic, no pens. Alfie, he'll be disappointed, Alfie, but 15th to 5th, so good result. Bowie moves up as well. Vipers Ken, 18th to 8th, but he'll be upset, Vipers Ken. Chris Panda, Jay Lawler, there will be a few people that are not happy. They both started right at the front, ended up with nothing. Let's see if any of the boys want an interview. Because this will be a brand new interview tonight with 3 drivers we've not spoke to before. That'll be good.
Looking forward to it. If we get any
of
them,
I'm going to also... I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get J Luke in. 1 minute, let me just... J Luke, Little One, and Free Fall. I mean, overall, because it was a great race. The qualifying was superb.
Yeah, qualifying superb. First 5-6 laps were excellent. And like I say, gaps forming during that middle bit, and we did need a safety car. Not 2. I think Bird just wanted a bit more camera time, but...
Right, I'm going to get Jay Wills in case to represent Renault as Constructors Champions. I think I'm probably sick of having interviews, isn't he? He's probably had enough interviews, Vipers can, so we'll get Jay Wills in if he fancies it. Let's see if they all want interviews, so this is great. Let's hope the stream doesn't end this time. Every time I try and invite people to the party, the stream ends. So please don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't press the wrong button this time, Edge. If it ends, I will restart it, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to restart it, but it shouldn't end. Let me add Free Fall. Who was it, Kez? Free Fall, Little One, and of course J Wills as well. Free Fall, Little One, J Luke, and J Wills. Kez, these are 4 drivers I don't really speak to in these chats. This is nice. It's nice, Kez, for once, not having Jake and Vipers Ken here. As awful as that sounds, but I think you understand what I mean by that.
No, so, I'm sure they won't take offence by that.
Right, but, I've invited them all. Let's see if they...
You're here every week.
Little One straight here. He's not messing about. Oh, the boys are here. The boys. Well, can we get an orderly queue, please? Should we do an orderly queue? Is it?
I'll get off.
Oh, they're all... The boys are all here. Look at them all. Right, we'll start with our race winner. It'd be rude not to start with our race winner. He's had 2 seasons away from the league. He comes back for 1 race, and he wins it. I mean, that's J Luke all over, isn't it? Good evening, J Luke.
Hello there.
He sounds so he's so calm, isn't he? Like so does his job, doesn't he? Joking aside, though, you've not raced for 2 seasons. But was that an easy race or was that challenging? Truthfully, how did you find that race?
I reckon it would have been a lot more challenging if Jake didn't bottle on lap 1.
But, yeah, I agree.
No, the safety cars definitely spiced things up, especially with people's strategies.
Yeah, because was there 2 safety cars right at the end? There was one. I mean, the first one was a safety car. The second one shouldn't have been because there was nothing that happened. I don't know why it come out, to be honest. But you pulled away well. I mean, your softs were older than anyone else's. They weren't exactly ruined, but they was older than anyone else's. But in fairness to you, you pulled away. I think you led for practically all the race. And yeah, I think you're right in what you're saying. Jake had a bit of an incident. Chris Panda was looking good. He had an incident as well. It seemed to be that tonight that everyone that was near you had some sort of incident. That's nothing against you because you was great and you deserved to win. But a few incidents for the likes of Jake and that. But is it nice to be back?
Yeah, it's definitely good to be back.
Abu Dhabi next week. If we need you for that, will you be there? What you like around Abu Dhabi? I think you've won a race in Abu Dhabi before in this league. I think season 1. I think you won it.
A week track, so it'll definitely be a lot of fun.
Kez, anything you want to ask him before he goes?
Yeah, as well, if you are there next week, you won't have as good a race partner as you did in season 1.
What? Because it was you?
Yeah, it was me. Got us in.
What a lucky lad.
I know, J. Luke, I know it's your interview, but I'd like to mention that fourth because it's the only thing I've got going for me in hedge racing.
I had a teammate in season 1.
Oh, hey, he's not wrong. I didn't even know.
If you had me for the whole of the season, then probably would have won constructors. I have no doubt.
Well, I mean, carrying you.
You got banned then, innit?
I think we'll leave it there. Jamie, thank you so much for joining us, mate, and congratulations on your win tonight.
Well done.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
You take care, mate. Right, P2 was little one, Ethan.
Hello.
He's had a bad day today because Chelsea got beat, so he's not in a good mood, Ethan. He's already been texting me worried about next week's Champions League final. But no, joking aside, you got P4 in your first race last week. You was unlucky not to get a podium. Obviously, you got took off you because of, I think Viper's got a pen removed, didn't he? It took your podium off you.
Did.
You're a permanent driver now. P2. How does it feel? What a decent start.
Yeah. To be fair, I thought that Silverstone was going to be very tricky one for me. Even though it's a home Grand Prix, you'd love to win it. I just don't gel quite well with the track, especially through turns one. The back end just proper steps out. So I was dead worried about that in the race. And then I had absolutely terrible qualifying by my standards. I was going through Maggots and Beckett's and the back end was just sliding all over the show. So started P8, slowly started to claw my way up through the pack, and then there was an incident with Chris Panda. I thought I took him out. I was crying inside because he's a good mate of mine, and I was like, "No, Chris, I'm so sorry." But
I said no, Chris, as well.
He was like,
I was like, no.
He messaged me straight after, and he said that it was a mistake on his part, and I was like, "Oh, thank God for that. I keep my podium."
Can I ask you what happened with Viper's Ken on the safety car? Because you did hit each other, I think, and Viper's come off the track. Was that what happened there? Was it you? It might not have even been you. I think it was you.
I'm not quite sure, to be fair. I didn't... On my screen, I don't think I touched him. I was having a little bit of lag towards the end of that second safety car.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he just disappeared.
Yeah.
And it said that he was out of the race. So I come off track thinking that... thinking he was still there, letting him back through, because for some reason I found myself in third place. And then free fall went through, and I was like, okay, this is a bit odd. I'll take my position back then. But yeah, I think it was a bit of a lag. I'm not 100% sure, mate.
That's fine, mate. I just wanted to ask you see if you knew, because I only seen it obviously very quickly. But I think it may have been. There was a few incidents tonight where I think the game played its part. I mean, that second safety car was a joke. None of you had any incidents. It come out for no reason. That's Coldmasters for you, I suppose, isn't it? But obviously you're going to be a permanent driver in season 4. You've only raced 2 races so far, but if the grid was as it was now next season, there's no saying that it's going to be, but if you race the full season, where do you think you can finish?
First, mate. It's got to be.
Oh, I love it.
First. I turn up to win.
I love that.
I do.
That's what I want to wear.
That's what I want to wear. Today, if it's roughly the same as what it was today, I think it'll be brilliant competition for season 4.
I agree.
But yeah, obviously I'm in to win, mate.
Mate, I love that. And you've had 2 very good results. I mean, me and Chim, we've covered you obviously for 2 weeks now, and we've said you should race starts as well, because you seem to gain so many positions in a race. I think last week you gained about 7 or 8 at the start. I may be wrong with that, but there was so many overtakes from you last week. Of course, you did that video, didn't you? Loads of overtakes.
Yeah, race starts have always been my kind of thing. I think flashing back to Cone Racing League for I think it was round 11 at Italy. At the start, I had a dreadful qualifying. At the start, I gained 11 places on the first lap.
You're like me, but a better version, aren't you? I mean, I'm like the academy version. I'm still waiting for my podium, mate. You know that, don't you?
Wet race at Hedge Racing.
Mate, you know I'm still waiting for my podium. I'm still waiting for that. No, thank you so much, mate. And what you like around Abu Dhabi? Are you confident in getting another podium there?
It's been a while since I've raced Abu Dhabi, to be fair, because it wasn't on.
Not in Cone, is it?
Cone.
No.
So we'll see how that one goes. But
what I would say is the first 2 seasons of this league in Abu Dhabi, obviously it's last race season, you'd expect it to be a bit dull, but they've both been incredible. So hopefully next week, same again, maybe get a race win, who knows. But thank you so much, mate, and take care. See, hopefully next time I speak to you, mate, we'll have beat you in the Champions League, but we'll see. We'll see.
You can hope, mate. You can hope.
I mean, I'm already feeling nervous for it. No, well done, mate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
For joining us.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, mate. Hopefully speak to you again next week. Free Fall, Flying Scotsman. Is he here?
How you doing, Hedge?
Of course he's here. Of course he's here. He's been waiting for this whole season. He's like me and Cone not getting a podium interview. I mean, Kez, you take us away, mate. Have you got anything you want to ask him?
Yeah, first podium in Hedge Racing. Joined an elite group. How do you feel?
It's been a long time coming. I've had some kind of stinking luck. A few races I should have maybe had it earlier on, but we got there eventually tonight.
You deserved it tonight.
Next week.
Well, you just to let you know as well. You've been given driver of the day today off me and Shin.
That's like an extra 20 points, isn't it?
Well, it's an extra 1 point. You're still 9th in the constructors, but that's not your fault. To be fair, you've done well. Hey, Josh, you wait. It's not your turn yet. You wait, mate. Get kicked in a minute. No, joking aside, obviously it's your first podium. You've been there or thereabouts all season. You had a bit of bad luck, in fairness to you as well. You've had some dodgy races where you've been up there and you've had pens or collisions, etc. But back next season, hopefully. Where do you think you can? What's your aim for next season, realistically?
Realistically, looking at you've got guys like Jake, Ethan, Panda. They'll probably be the regular podium contender. Probably best of the rest. That'll be the
As long as you're number one Scotsman, that's all you want, innit? You're only Scotsman,
well, that's it. I'm the best and worst Scotsman, so. Well, no, hold on. There was a couple of reserves that were Scotsmen, and I absolutely blitzed the 2 of them. So
there you go.
Well, and truly the best Scotsman.
Number 1. Hey, your first point. I want to see more of this though. It can't be a one-off. Can't be me in Cone getting 1 and that's it. You got to get more. Joking aside, that was good tonight. Because there was no penalties as well from you, which I think it's hard to not get a pen round Britain. I found that when I raced round Britain, it's so hard to not get a pen. So to not get a pen at all was you, Ethan, and was it Jay Luke? I think it was the top 3 in there that didn't get a penalty.
Top 3, yeah. It was quite surprising considering I did 5 qualifying laps and only validated all but 1. So.
Oh, yeah, because you was the last one at the end. Yeah, I remember that now. You didn't settle up until right at the end. Hey, mate.
So that was a
P3.
A very cautious little lap. Got my P11, so
P3, driver of the day, and a podium. Not bad. Just take it. Not a bad Sunday night, is it? Not a bad Sunday night. And hopefully, Abu Dhabi speak to you again. Who knows?
Definitely. Hopefully, can get me and Chris in here. We were sitting in the boomer party that race, and it was quite.
Chris was looking good that race at one point as well. He started really well, Chris, and then just dropped off. Had an incident with Ethan.
Yeah, the second half of the race, it was sort of I've spun and I've got another penalty. That was the story of his race.
I've been wanting to speak to you all season. I've been hoping you get one. I'm so happy you got one.
I know you have, mate. You've missed me every week. You get
mate, well, I don't get podium interviews, so I've got to do the interviews, haven't I? That's how it works. You know what I mean? So, no, cheers, mate. You take care. Hopefully speak to you next week.
Cheers, lads. Have a good night.
You take care, mate. Right. Is it the best to last or the worst to last? I'm not sure here.
Probably worst. It's more worse than best, yeah.
We were going to get you and Vipers in, but I think Vipers he's had so many interviews this season. Vipers, I thought he's not going to want another one, so we'll get like the
number 2.
We'll get the Latifi in. the team.
The dependable number 2. Thank
Hey, you beat him tonight, P4.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about tonight, to be honest.
But you're not happy with that?
No, I got half spun, turn 1, then got damaged.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
And then pitted towards the end off my mediums, which I was going to just try to sling him to the end, but I was like, nah, pit, be smart. Next lap, Lewis spins it, gets a safety car out. I'm like, great. I kind of battled back slowly, but
You did your job.
definitely should have been more.
Well, I noticed that you said obviously I racing Comey, and you was like, I know that the quality's a little bit different in the academy, but you was miles ahead in that race, and there's a few drivers in that race tonight, like Bowie, etc. So I thought you'd do well tonight. I had a feeling you'd do well, but disappointed with P4. Is that your best result all season though? That or you got a podium, didn't you, Austria?
Podium in Austria, indeed.
Because I remember you having a great start of the season. It was two top twos in qualifying for the first 2 races.
In Brazil, which went wrong, and then podium 3rd in Austria.
Yeah. What's gone
And
wrong? Just not really interested as much because of Cohen or.
Yeah, been made like the first couple of races, put a bit of practice in, then as soon as it heated up in Cone, everything 110% went into Cone. To be honest,
That's fair enough. I understand that. Because you was in your battle, weren't you, for the championship? So
exactly. So
I get that.
Kind of all went there and then turn up, have a bit of a laugh with. There's a big party of like 5 or 6 of us in the party, so good laugh on the Sunday evening and just sort of driving.
And in the end, you've won the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the backpack quite a bit this season, but once again, I think just a bit of bad luck's come my way this season, but it is what it is.
Hey, mate, you're a Hedge Racing award winner, mate. You'll be down in history on that Discord, mate. If you go to hashtag award winners, mate, you're going to be in there. Some big names in that as well, mate. Big Ryan Mills in there? No, he's not. There you go. There you go.
He's not exactly.
The bottle job, Ryan Mills.
Something over Mills. Finally, I've got something over Mills.
Chimp, do you want to ask anything to Josh before he goes?
No, not really.
All right, cheers, mate. Do you know what? Good content for the 10 people in the stream. Cheers, mate. Nice one.
Cheers.
Hey, you just ask all the questions.
I'll ask him. I'll ask him something. Josh, Abu Dhabi next week. We've not done it in Cone because it's not on the calendar. What we saying? What we saying? Any good?
Aim for a podium as always. Every week, try and aim for that podium at least, and then see what's going on from there. Basically, knowing my luck, I'll qualify in the top 4, get damaged lap 1, and end up P8. That's the prediction.
That's AFL spot. You can't take his PA. That's his spot. That.
Oh no, but it's something along those lines is how my races tend to go. Qualify.
I think that result tonight may have give you a chance of still getting a top 10 finish. Maybe jump Mazzles and that. So it's still something to play for.
I think, to be honest, that I've proved I've got a bit of pace in qualifying at least, and then I've had a lot of lap 1 unfortunates this season, and then we're just going to go from there. Next season, go again, basically.
Well, you have a new teammate next season, I can confirm. I don't know who it'll be. It might be Ryan Mills, I hope not for your sake, but
imagine,
that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I don't want Mills. Give me Jake. Let me swap between the two. Let me have Ken one season.
You have Jake this season. No, cheers for joining us, mate, and well done tonight.
Hobbsy, Ken, and I've been Hobbsy one.
You've had all of them.
Next and Ken the next.
You had all 3 of them. That'd be pure luck, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You might get put with Mills, we'll see. We might try and fix it and put you with Mills.
Me and Mills. Me and Cam in the Alpha Tower, he's got to happen, man.
No, thank you. Thanks for joining us, mate, and well done tonight, and well done on your constructors.
Cheers, mate.
Well, there you go, Chimp. That is us done. It's been quite a long stream. Nice to get some new faces, Kez. Well, not faces, but new voices, should I say, in the party. Makes change that in Viperscan and JK, doesn't it? It's nice.
Yeah, it does.
Kez, Abu Dhabi next week, of course. It's the last race. Most of the awards, if you like, have been decided. You know, your driver's champion, your constructor's champion are done, but still a lot to play for, Ken, in terms of, you know, positions on the grid. I mean, I think Hobbsy just about jumps Jake tonight. Where did Hobbsy finish? Was it 8th? I don't know. It's going to be close between Jake and Hobbsy, Kez. That's still one to look out for, the P2. But also in the midfield, you know, Josh gets the result tonight. That could put him in with a shout of a top 10. So, you know, your driver's championship and your constructor's championship are done, but there's still points up for grabs, Kez, and there's still a race win there for somebody next Sunday.
Yeah, there is like you say, race win, and there's them personal battles that I'm sure people will be going for, and another race, plenty of like groups of friends.
Yeah, well, you like Abu Dhabi, don't you? You got a good result there, P4.
Love Abu Dhabi.
Season 1. Both Abu Dhabi races have been superb in Season 1 and Season 2. Let's hope we can end with another superb race next week. It's been a superb season. Congratulations to J-Bills and Vipers, Ken and Renault on their Constructors' Championship win. It was a great race tonight, to be fair. The qualifying and the race. A little bit of drama, a little bit of controversy with the safety car. I've been told, actually, that the safety car was a bit of a glitch, the second one, which makes sense. But overall, it was a superb night of racing. Once again, a fantastic effort from the drivers. Congratulations to J. Luke, to Ethan, and to Freefall on their podium. Congratulations once more to Vipers Ken and to J. Wills on their Constructors title. We will see you in 7 days' time for Abu Dhabi. Chimp, as always, mate, been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure. See you next week.
See you next week, mate. We end with Abu Dhabi and then we're back then. Actually, a week tomorrow, because a week tomorrow I'll be doing the draw with Chimp for season 4. That'll be a great stream, by the way. I'm looking forward to that. So see you next Sunday, and we'll see you next Monday for the season 4 reveal. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a great week. Stay safe. Take care.